Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. We are in the lobby of the theater here at MSG. This is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum, and brought to you all weekend long by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Maybe we should bring our sound system to AutoZone. They can tune it up. No idea. By DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app today. And also by C4 Energy. Energy that hits. If you weren't awake, you are awake now. It all goes down this Friday, February 16th, beginning at 5:20 Eastern Time on ESPN+. And then we move over to the network ESPN at approximately 9:30 p.m. It's not approximate. It's actual 9:30 p.m. Joining me now on stage are three fights that are going to just blow the roof off this place, essentially. The NABF, WBO Intercontinental, IBF Intercontinental Featherweight titles on the line. Bruce "Shoo Shoo" Carrington taking on Bernard La Máquina Torres. And then the WBO Intercontinental Junior Lightweight title. Andres Savage Cortez, Brian Chevalier joining me as well. And then in our main event, the WBC Junior Lightweight Championship of the World, Oshaki Icewater Foster, Abraham El Supernova. Gentlemen, thank you all for spending time with us. We are here, the Mecca of boxing. Let's just jump right in. I'm going to start with you, Mr. Torres down there. Welcome. I got to ask right out of the gate, you're from the Philippines, but you are living in Norway. Not something you hear every day. How did that happen?
It happened when my father died, when I was 13, and my mother had to work to Norway, so I came after when I was 14.
How was life in Norway?
It's good.
We'll leave it at that. That's simple. Listen, this is only your second fight in the United States, so welcome back. What do you think of this mecca of boxing here, being able to walk into Madison Square Garden and put on a show Friday night?
Growing up boxing, it's a dream to box here. So I'm very happy to box in Madison Square.
You are facing Bruce "Shoo Shoo" Carrington, no small feat. Are you prepared to possibly shock the world?
I am really happy for this opportunity. I'm thankful to Top Rank and Team Carrington for giving me this opportunity. And yes, of course, I'm really prepared.
You said publicly that this will be your toughest opponent to date.
Absolutely.
How has camp been, and how have you prepared to face Bruce "Shoo Shoo" Carrington?
I have a really great camp, so I'm really happy and ready.
Ready to go.
Ready to go.
Well, listen, all the way from Norway, we're really honored to have you with us this weekend. Thank you very much for spending a few minutes with us. Enjoy New York City.
I will enjoy it on Friday.
Awesome. Good to hear. We're going to turn to your opponent, Bruce "Shoo Shoo" Carrington. Before we do that, I'm sitting here with Carl Moretti from Top Rank, and I know he has a few words before we get into some questions.
Thank you, Mark. Welcome, everybody, to the press conference. With regards to the first fight, we know you're from Norway, so naturally we had 30-degree weather to make you feel comfortable this whole week. For "Shoo Shoo" Carrington, if you don't know him, you're going to really get to know him this year. One of the things I'm going to present to him is the Ring Magazine Prospect of the Year, which is so richly deserved. If you want to go see where he lives, you just get on the Choo-Choo 3 train to Brownsville. I would go with one of his friends if I was you, just play it safe. But on behalf of Ring Magazine, let me present the Prospect of the Year to Bruce "Shoo Shoo" Carrington.
Congrats. I do want to point out as well, he was not the only one to get something special this afternoon. All of the fighters on stage received a wonderful present from the Knicks and Madison Square Garden, custom jerseys. Guys, you want to hold those up for everybody to see. And there are 8 chairs on stage here, and unfortunately only 6 jerseys. I'm not sure what happened, but you know, Larry is in the room, hopefully, you know. But thank you, Madison Square Garden, Larry Torres, for the incredible jerseys. Bruce, let's jump in a little bit. This, you know, Carl mentioned it, Brownsville, Brooklyn, train right outside here. Did these moments ever not carry the impact that they have? You know, did they ever get lost on you or fight in your backyard at the Garden?
Man, no, I mean, I wouldn't say it get lost on me. Like, I love these opportunities to be able to fight, you know, at home. It's just always like a, you know, a big thing. But first and foremost, before I even, you know, continue to answer your question, I want to thank, you know, the Ring Magazine for, you know, giving me the award for Prospect of the Year. Also, ESPN for giving me the award of Prospect of the Year. I mean, I honestly don't know any other fighter. You guys can look in the history books that's done both of those, you know, and at the same time, Ring Magazine and ESPN Prospect of the Year. I might be the first one. Hey, I don't know, but I'm really happy about that, you know. Yeah, man, it's no place like home, though.
Brownsville, Brooklyn. I recently watched the documentary that was just released on you called Brownsville Born. For everybody, if you haven't seen it, brownsvilleborn.com. It's a 30-minute segment on all things you and your family. Why now on the documentary when your career has the potential to explode? Why tell a story now?
I mean, well, I feel like that documentary is actually timeless. Like, you know, if you watch the documentary, it's around the time when I was still in the amateur fighting in the Golden Gloves. But, you know, I've been promoting this documentary for a while now, and I just feel like the higher I go, I want to continue to carry that documentary with me and kind of like share my story with everybody that has gone through similar things that I've gone through in my life. You know, I want to be an inspiration. I want to be a, you know, motivation to people that go through the same thing I go through. Because sometimes when they go through those things that I've went through, they feel like they don't know where to go or what's next in life, you know what I mean, that next step. So I want to be that blueprint and show like everybody you can be able to, you know, make something out of yourself. You can be able to push through your adversities no matter what.
Friday night, New York City, Madison Square Garden. What challenges does Bernard present, and what can we expect from you?
I mean, well, you know, he's a southpaw. You know, southpaws are always, you know, interesting to fight against. But you know, honestly, you know, he's a good fighter. You know, he's 18-1, has a great record. You know, he shows a lot of will and skill, and you know, there's nothing more you can ask for in an opponent. You know what I mean? And he's a really good fighter. But with my experience, with my confidence, and with my work ethic, I know I got plan A through Z, and even more than that, you know, to take care of Bernard Torres come Friday night.
Just last week, there were some incredible performances, some statements made. Do we get the same thing from you?
100%, 100%. All 2024, you're going to get statements from me. You know, I feel like me becoming Prospect of the Year, like a lot of eyes are on me, but I'm going to definitely show who Bruce Shushu Carrington is. It's the Shushu Show.
I love it. Last one before we move on, and I ask this a lot of people fighting in their backyards. You put the cell phone away or you hand it off to a colleague or a friend or a parent to make sure all those ticket requests get handled and you don't have to worry about it now that fight week is here?
Yeah, y'all don't hit me up for no tickets.
Carl said you call him.
Yeah, call Carl. let Carl handle all that. Or somebody from my team.
2 words, purse deduct.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, Bruce. In our co-feature, the WBO Intercontinental Junior Light